Hey guys, so in this first episode of the Auto Chronicles, I'm gonna share with you something, sort of a masterpiece, you could say, that Pranav has created through his experience on the 1966 Monza track. Pranav's traveling back in time to drive the infamous Ferrari LaFerrari on the much more infamous Monza track of 1966. And here we go. So let's get started, Pranav.
Okay, guys, to give you an idea of how insane this car is to drive, I'm gonna go full throttle in the 1966 Monza full course lap. You will just see how crazy difficult this is to control. Let's begin.
Off to a wonderful start, Pranav, who is beautifully shifted to the third and now the fourth gear. Yeah. So the gear shifts right now are going perfectly, and he straight up shoves his car into the bumps. So the Lafar, the Lafer, the Ferrari. I will probably never get this right, but the Ferrari LaFerrari is gonna take some heat with these bumpy roads right now. So the Monza was historically known as the El Dorado of all racing grounds, because El Dorado in Spanish means the golden shoe, which means it used to boot these players off the tracks. So long story short, the track's designed like a shoe and it's ready to boot its first victim. Perhaps it's a little too soon to judge, but Pranav is taking a bit of heat here and he might get some. Okay, nice. Okay, yeah, there you go. That. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, yeah, this could easily conjure some thoughts, some memories of the Rimac crashing to Richard Hammond. This could put some negative thoughts in any person's mind here. Yeah, usually you see aftermath crashes like this. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So, yeah. Hold on. Is that the red billboard again? Okay, this is not good news. And the stretcher sign just to multiply the disaster. There you go. Yeah. The game physics not letting you fly into the woods, but you might as well have because of how devastating it is. How disappointing it is. So Pranav's lifting two very heavy dumbbells. On one hand, he's battling El Dorado himself single-handedly without any support, and on the other hand, he's driving this beast of a car which has absolutely no sense of control or handling. He is actually nailing it, to be honest. Yeah, so the reason this car has never been tested on the course is not because it's physically impossible to travel back in time and do so. It is because these are not a good match with each other. The Italians always feared this combination, the Ferrari LaFerrari and the Monza. So this for Pranav struggled a bit in the last time. So let's see if he has a chance to redeem himself, which is so far not going very well. But it's never too late to judge. Okay, he's back on track. Okay, we passed the Coca-Cola tunnel and passed the Coca-Cola billboard again. Yeah, this channel is not sponsored by Coca-Cola, but you're gonna hear that a lot because that's the only billboard. I think Coca-Cola has purchased literally every billboard on the planet just to watch Pranav mess this race up. Wow, okay. So as you can see, Pranav is kind of taking the bad track to his advantage. He is kind of using the crashes to propel him forward, which is a very cheesy trick. All the F1 greats, all the top drivers have tried and failed because they've probably lost their lives, but Pranav is not here to. Well, I was gonna say Pranav is not here to mess things up, but boy. And that was a very quick recovery. My mind is being blown right now. Okay. You can see him gripping the steering wheel harder and harder as he navigates these bumps. And the straight stretch of land, again breathing life into his race. But I would argue that the place where it's the hardest to navigate is the one that gives life its meaning. Because historically, as you can see, it's places like these in Monza where drivers struggled. So, this exact corner. Yeah, this is worse than the Ebola drone. This is no. There you go. That is Pranav being tested to his limit. So Pranav has probably never used the F bomb before, and this is probably his first time. So this is what Monza does to you. This is what the 66 Monza did to most of its driver, most of his victims, I should say. Pranav out here screaming at the top of his lungs, waiting for the race to end. But as you know, this race goes on till infinity. So X tends to infinity here, ladies and gentlemen. And Pranav is on the verge of utilizing his infinity stones. Okay, the downshift protection indicator just springs up and Pranav rams it as a scar flies across the screen, illuminating every pixel with disaster. Yeah, so the game's hardware doesn't let you fly into the woods, but if it could, Pranav would probably be hugging those trees, praying for the end game dialogue box to just pop up.
I'm done with this, man.
Okay, that was the mother of all coincidences right there, and which means this video has come to an end. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, like, share, and subscribe, and hope this video reaches many other people as we propel this channel to new heights. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys.